Shout out to Chillin' with Money. Make sure you, if I'm pronouncing it right, it's ammonia money. I thought it was money. It looked like money, but is ammonia in the middle? Y'all let me know. Any goddamn way. This is the video right here. Okay, make sure y'all go check it out. I'm pretty sure y'all done probably already seen this before, but you're gonna react with me to it. Okay, so let's jump in. All right, let's jump in full throttle.
An enjoyable Saturday. If you are, please do me a favor and smash the like button and share this video with a friend, as we are on the road to 30K.
All y'all gotta do is copy.
Now,
y'all ain't gotta really share.
I know it's been a minute since we spoke, y'all. Like, don't get on me. My bad. Life be lifing, and your girl been swamped with work, but wanted to come to talk to y'all real quick about Drake and his new album that's supposed to drop sometime this year in 2025. If you recall, Maul from the Rory and Maul podcast and other platforms, Joe Budden, they were making claims how Drake has this bomb, Iceman has a bomb, he's dropping soon, right? Me personally, I have never seen Drake actually acknowledge this Iceman moniker until today. He took to his Instagram account and shared a bunch of images while out and about in Houston. It looks like, I guess he hasn't really been back to Toronto for a while now, and it's really making Houston his home. I would too if my aunt pulled up to my city and the whole city was begging him to call me a freaky frog over and over and over again. I wouldn't go back to Toronto anyway, but I think this is Houston's or somewhere, but...
Or they don't want him back. And he left way before then because nobody likes him. Okay, let's be real. No, nobody really likes him.
Anyway, let's focus. But Drake shared a bunch of pictures on his the Instagram. Like,
there he going. And see, this let us know, and he always putting clues out. This right here lets us know why he went and got the refresh for the Etch-a-Sketch Silly Pully apps, so he could wear this for Baka and or Chubbs. Cause I ain't forget. You know what? I forgot to bring up some Chubbs footage. Super pause. But yeah, this is why. Cause this is what he go wear for his boo things. Let's continue. Wow. In plain sight. In plain. Don't even be trying to hide it.
What the hell is this, Drake? I don't get it. But he shared a bunch of pictures, and there was a picture of Iceman 2025 written on a wall. Now, for some reason, that picture is no longer a part of the thread. And before anybody says, oh, he never posted this, yes, he did. I took the screenshot because I posted it on my community tab earlier today. So you can't say that it wasn't there because, as you can see, it was there. And I don't know. Maybe he thought it was gone because he saw my community post or my tweets and he realized.
And the Drizzy Rated had already, because they, you can't beat dick suckers to post in certain. You know what I'm saying?
These me. I don't know. But I need answers as to who's in charge over there at the OVO Sound when it comes to enhanced due diligence. Because Chubbs, Adonis, I don't know, Dennis, Baka, somebody need to come to the front, because there's no way y'all did actual research on this Iceman persona that he's trying to adopt and the many things that's associated with Iceman. And this is why I say his team hates him, because he just had one of the worst years in his life as far as his image and his reputation goes, right? And instead of locking in to reflect, he now wants to adopt another persona instead of just being himself. He wants.
And another reason they hate him on top of this is he is Aubrey Drake Graham.
Wants to convince us that he's this mafia mob boss thug criminal, Richard Kalunsky, also known as the Iceman. He was an American criminal and leader of a New Jersey-based burglary ring, right? He engaged in criminal activity according to his Wikipedia profile. Most of his adult life that began when he distributed pirated pornography. And then eventually his deviances and his crimes escalated to at least 5 murders under his belt between the 80s and 1980 and 1984.
Now, if Omar Pena is still out here, I've never heard of this Richard Kalinske. Drake even picked the loser serial killers. Like, he even picked this. He can't even pick a cool Scorpio serial killer. He picked weird porn related serial killers. And wow.
And his nickname, he got the nickname from freezing a body of one of his victims to disguise the time of death, right? This is who Drake, I'm pretty sure he's trying to model his image after. But that's not how.
Also, another clue why Drake chose him. I'm pretty sure this area right here is what's up under that glue. I'm pretty sure. Hyperbole? Allegedly? You decide.
What makes me think his team hates him? What makes me think his team hates him is because there's no way they looked up Iceman and didn't see the Marvel character. A Marvel character who is known.
Now this right here with me. Y'all know I'm in the comics, but I'm not like super. I got my picks and choose. I like the bad guys though, like Apocalypse, Juggernaut. I know they stories. I ain't know about no goddamn Iceman. Okay, didn't know a goddamn thing about him. I remember in the movies. And I'll be honest. Kind of seemed like he was in the movies. Yeah, don't look like it. He would always, him and Rogue was supposed to be smashing it, but he'd be like, he didn't try hard enough to smash Rogue and shit. You know what I'm saying? On no real. Wait, am I getting the story? Yeah, I think in the movies he was supposed to. And he'd be like, hey, how about? She'd be like, no, I don't want to kill you. He'd be like, okay. Knowing damn well, anybody that really want to smash nothing, he'd be like, hey, oh, I don't want to kill you. I have, I'm positive. It'd be like, so, do you know I spent $20 to get into the club? Look, while I'm still drunk, let's go and do this. I can regret, putting my life on the line tomorrow. But Iceman didn't do that. Because Iceman, he didn't really want that. Let's continue.
For having to overcompensate his relationships with women to hide the fact that he's actually gay.
Wow, Iceman.
And the kicker is, this character's real name, the last name, is Drake. Like, come on, be serious.
Let me run that back, because ain't no goddamn way.
A Marvel character. A Marvel character who is known for having to overcompensate his relationships with women to hide the fact that he's actually gay. And the kicker is, this character's real name, the last name, is Drake. Like, come on, be serious.
Because I had watched it and then I had skipped and I heard the but I didn't know the last. I didn't hear this part where wow, what? Are you serious? His dumbass. Hey, I'm gonna name my album Iceman. You know the serial killer that froze his body? And somebody was like, no, babe, I don't know who that is. Can't you pick like a cool serial killer though? Like someone that everyone knows. Chubbs. Shh, Chubbs. No more. I'm done for tonight. You know what? I'll see you guys in the morning. I need time to myself. Does anybody have my dish? What did you guys do with my dish? I don't care what the doctor said about it's not. At first, it's for vaginas. First off, I got my abs done first. I'm getting a vagina second. I told you guys that.
Be serious, y'all. Like, who is doing the enhanced due diligence?
No offense to dish users. You really shouldn't use it though. But if you do, no offense.
Over your sound, because there's no way they thought this through. Iceman is also known as Robert Louis Bobby Drake. He is a founding member of the X-Men in Marvel Comics. Iceman can manipulate ice and cold by freezing water vapor around him. He can create ice structures, shields, and travels on ice slides. He discovered these talents as a teenager after feeling like an outsider amongst his peers. And don't that sound familiar? Isn't that kind of like Drake's story? Didn't he say he didn't?
It just hit me, man. Another reason why he picked this goddamn Iceman character. Hold on, let me see. Alright, we just go type in Iceman using his powers. Let's see what's the first thing that come up. Let's see, cause I got a theory. I have a theory about why he may have also chosen the Iceman. Let's see. Okay. All right. There we go. Right there. This is it right here. He chose. He chose a man that can make his own dildos. His Baka probably be, ripping him a new one. And since he Iceman, he don't have to get the ice pack. He can just use allegedly hyperbole. But when Baka is not there, he don't even need him. Just like y'all don't need us because you got a rose, he got an ice pole. Wow, wow, wow.
Didn't fit in when he was coming up as a teenager. He felt like an outcast in certain situations. And then in hip hop, he felt like he was always trying to prove himself to his peers that he's actually hip hop. In addition, the Iceman character is also known for being transparent with his emotions and his thoughts. Take care, Drake. Very emotional, always rapping about.
My gosh, she right. He transparent. It's not all biracials, but you can see their veins and stuff, and you can see right through this. You could not only see through his skin and see his vein, but you can see through his fake trying to be a cool personality. See through his zero singing ability. See through no actual rapping skill. See through. You clear like glass. I can see right through. Method Man, METHOD man. Let's continue. Wow.
Women and how they did him wrong. But this character, Iceman, is described
as. Wait, what'd she say? She said what now?
But this character, Iceman, prove himself to his peers that he's actually hip hop. In addition, the Iceman character is also known for being transparent with his emotions and his thoughts. Take care, Drake. Very emotional, always rapping about women and how they did him wrong.
He's talking about women and how they. Okay. Cause there's around the time where you gotta acknowledge people by what they identify as, and that's what he was doing back in the time. Okay, that makes sense. Cause I know Baku was offended if he had heard, but we get it now. We get it.
But this character, Iceman, is described as being one of the most notable and powerful gay characters in comic books.
Wow.
And before coming out, he had multiple relationships with various women until he confessed to repressing his sexuality for many years out of fear of being facing prejudice, basically, because he was both a mutant and gay. So
and look at Drake. He's a mutant. Okay. Wow.
And there's no way Drake's team has his best interests at heart because
hyperbole.
Why the hell would you want to name your album or a single Iceman? Just dumb. It doesn't make sense to me. It's just not smart.
It's not.
On two separate occasions, two separate reasons. You should not be trying to use the persona of a mob boss, a bank robber, a killer. And two, you should not be trying to pass off the Iceman Marvel character. Drake, when are you going to be yourself? When are we going to meet the real Drake? All this music that you've made and how you talk about your relationships and all of that, when are we going to know what it is that you're really feeling?
Wait, what? Money? What do you mean? He's been told us. We've seen the real him. Here, the real him been here the whole time. Like, look.
It bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing.
Hey,
yo,
there's not been no hiding. The fraudster? Let's see. You just gotta I look at certain. Yes, he's been a hoe ass nigga it's the whole time. I mean, he be changing clothes but look at this.
Hey, how do you feel? This is yeah, dude.
You see that? Now you see whose jersey he got on. We can never forget. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this.
Hey, how do you feel? This is yeah, dude.
I don't want to lose the plot, but I mean, he has that jersey on, and I mean,
Worldwide. Talk out of Brownstone, I believe, on 35th Street and like Park Avenue between Park. It's some brownstones down there. I believe 35th or 36th, and Mase was staying there, and I went to go meet him down there one day so we could bust a move. This is when he just signed with Bad Boy. He didn't even have an album out yet. He was just getting signed. And I went to use a bathroom, and it was a dildo on the bathroom sink. And when I came out, I asked him what's about. He like, that's homeboy's joint. You know, I don't know what it's about. He always have girls over here, but I don't know. I said, well, this one your sink. This your bathroom. You're using this bathroom. I don't know where his bathroom at. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's word to my son. Worldwide Mixtapes TV.
Got the Mase jersey on. You know, I'm just saying. You know, he ain't really been hiding who he is this whole time.
Hey, how do you feel?
Just for some reason, the world has been blindsided and just decided not to give a, I guess. Which that's something I want to touch on. Look, you guys, it's no problem with Drake being gay. Nobody has a problem with that. If by legally, how probably allegedly, if we go by how he look and act, there's no reason. Nobody cares about him being gay or acting gay for that matter. It's the part where you try to pretend like you're not, and even then, nobody has to out themselves. You come out when you feel like it, but you just a fraud. That's what people got a problem with. You know what I'm saying? You just fake. You just fake, which allows me to say these types of things, which it may come across as bullying or something. No, it's just because you fake. So when you fake, that means we can put any jacket on you. You be putting all the jackets on you. So how can you let other people can put jackets on you? Everything you do is very fraudulent. It's fake. And then you don't even have people in your circle that give about you. They don't give about your image. They let you run around and do all of this, but then your feelings get hurt when the people you want acceptance from make fun of you because you trying to fit your square, dildo into a circle vagina hole. And it don't work like that. It only fits in, vodka and chubs and like that. You know what I'm saying? When you first came out, the first time I saw you was being fake, trying to act cool and shit. The replacement girl shit. Then I guess somebody talked to you, and then you came out with the "You My Everyday Thing" girl song, which Kia Shine wrote. Y'all can look that up. It's not even your. You don't do. Even when I try to give you some goddamn bill, it always leads back to you didn't have shit to do with it initially. Every time. Ain't nothing I can say. Take care of you with more. No, take care was the weekend. You have nothing. This is nothing. And then that I believe you do really be behind, even your own fans don't be liking it. They be like, oh, well, he fell down on this because the best ghostwriters be done left at that time. How you was able to fool the world is insanity to me. But no, it ain't. Everybody was drunk. Most people was drunk. Most of the folks was in college, was drunk, experimenting with crack cocaine. experimenting with black tar heroin, experimenting, huffing paint. These were the conditions of people that was enjoying your music. All huffed up on paint. You know what I'm saying? Eating mushrooms, but not mushrooms, the psychedelic. No, they were just finding mushrooms just growing out of the ground, out of dog. Just on their way from the park, from huffing paint, eating that shit, and be like, oh my gosh, and they seeing shit, and they see your weird ass videos, like, oh, that's cool. They were under the influence. Same thing with Wayne. Wayne only thought your shit was dope. The first time they played Wayne, your shit was get this bitch ass out of here. The second time he called Wayne was what? Drugged out. And he's been drugged out ever since. Of course, he thought that shit was cool. All right. Even some of you in the audience, hey, feel no shame you was smoking crack past the 80s. Don't feel no shame. And then between 2009 to probably for a lot of y'all up until Not Like Us, you was on the pipe daily and thought Drake's music was okay. That's what rehab is for. We don't judge you here. I only judge the people who was like, I ain't smoke crack. I thought it smelled, it tasted, it was good music. Why I had to smoke crack? Then I judge you like, so you were sober, and you really. So what's your name? Because I need to report you to the authorities immediately.